Welcome everybody to Wario Land 4, the Game Boy Advance game from the Wario Land franchise, the one I also mostly remember more and had a lot of fun playing. Because there are so many different mechanics in this game that makes it super amazing. Why don't we start? Originally when I did a Let's Play this, I started off in Emerald Passage, and it was on normal though, and I'm like, you know what? I just got off of a very difficult game. Let's step it up. We're doing hard. Alright, the object of Wario Land 4 is rather simple, and we'll explain it to you once we get started in the game. But the main plot of the story is, Wario finds a pyramid discovered in the deep jungle, and boom. And he is set for life, trying to get more cash! The greedy bastard that is not the greedy bastard, more like the greedy dude that is Wario himself. So he finds the pyramid. The black cat also jumps in, and so does Wario. Little did he know, the pyramid drops him into some purple void with a fruit on top. And thus begins the story of Wario Land 4, where Wario traverses through the pyramids. In Entry Passage, this is the first level of the game, Hall of Hieroglyphs. That frog thing will come into play later on. Look at that thing. It's a very majestic frog timer. How this works. Let's actually explain some of the quick mechanics here. So we have this blue block, and we have this blue block. So basically, I'll explain that actually later on. So, pretty simple. Just follow the controls, and you'll know how to play the game. In hard, they basically move a bunch of the gem pieces around to places where you're not expected to find them. In Hall of Hieroglyphs, that is left unchanged from its original position. So, actually, never mind. I lied. Oh no, there it is. So you got the first gem piece. The object of each level is obtain all 4 gem pieces and get the key to advance into the next level. That's pretty much it. And Hall of Hieroglyphs, the hieroglyphs basically just signify that it basically just tells you the basic controls of the game. So that's basically it. So I'm not gonna go explain the controls of Wario Land 4. It's right there if you want to look at it. Speaking of which, there's that R button. The difference between the supercharge and a normal, like, barrage attack is basically you can break the blocks that way. Got a first crystal worth 1,000 points because Wario really wants to be greedy in each game. So here's the thing: growing up playing this game as a kid, I only played through the normal version of this game, and that's the only mode I remember most. The hard mode, oh god, if I can actually do it right. No, I did it wrong. Basically, the hard mode, I don't remember where all the gem pieces are, and I'll probably be rushing to get to the exit because the main difference between hard and normal mode is pretty simple. Enemy placements are different. I believe the CD placements are the same, but the 4 gem pieces are placed differently. Key placement stays the same, and other than more enemies. Let me think here real quick. Crystals are removed. Oh fuck. What am I trying to say here? 4 gem pieces are moved. Oh, and the timers are shortened. So I might make I might like start running out of time in certain aspects of the game. Damn it! That's not what I had in mind. There's the 4th gem piece. We completed the level immediately, so that was pretty nice. All right, so let's ground pound our way through this one. Jumping up, we got a crystal for our troubles, and we're just basically following the instructions. So here comes the next mechanic of Wario Land 4, other than collecting the 4 gem pieces of the game, is we get this lovely frog timer thing, which I mentioned before. It counts down the time. Here we go. We got 15 seconds to make it to the exit. And 15 seconds is plenty of time for Hall of Hieroglyphs unless you seriously don't know what you're doing. Boom, baby, boom. And just like that, we completed level 1 and the very first level of Wario Land 4. $84.80. And your game's always saved when you go back to a passage. One of the things I think that they employed in most GBA games is that they use the battery. This game I know for a fact does use battery. There were times where I played this game as a little kid growing up, and I realized why that it didn't save data. At the time, I didn't know what the battery did, so it's like why is my stuff not saving? That's how I kept feeling like when I played this game. I'm like So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Try to introduce minigames. So yeah, basically I was confused as to why the game didn't save, and then growing up I realized that GBA games had batteries, which explains Pokemon Sapphire and Pokemon Ruby. Two other games I also grew up playing. Let's play Wario Home Run Derby. This is a very simple game. Press A to swing the bat. Hope to get some home runs. Those frog tokens will play a part. Boom! And we broke the fourth wall by cracking the screen. Ah, fuck. I totally pulled a whiff there. This is why I'm not in the major leagues. Ah, and a foul too. So yep, you get the 3 basic batting. If you get a strike or home run. Home run clear. If you had never played baseball before, home run also clears the strike counter, so you're back to 0. Fuck. I got a foul. Also, excuse my profanity. Oh, damn it, that was a lot slower than I expected. There we go. In this game, every 3 home runs gives you a frog token, and I believe increases the difficulty. like I did just there. Ah! There we go. Another home run. I think I explained this minigame a lot, so maybe we could call it? Maybe? Ah, done another foul. Fouls also counter strikes if you've never played baseball before. I know a bunch of Let's Players that are not interested in sports. I'm actually probably like one of the few that plays a bunch of sports growing up, and actually knew a bunch of the rules. Like growing up, I used to play a lot of basketball. And I used to be like super good at like shooting free throws primarily, and then later on as I got older, I was able to shoot 3-pointers. And I was always proud of like making 3-pointers from the 3-point line. I was like, yes, because at least it let me know that my basketball prowess is still there. Ah, and the difficulty, as I mentioned before, spikes up because slow pitch followed up by a faster pitch, and now I'm now I'm on tilt. Good job, me. And I pulled a strike. It's an out, which means the game is over. Damn it. That's also our high score. So, purpose of the mini games primarily is to do purposely. Yeah, clearly. No, it's to actually get these things. So this is the store. You get for each boss that you fight, you also get an item shop. Right here we have an apple bomb, a blast cannon, visor man, and bugle. Now, the more expensive the items are, the more damage that it does to the boss. It's basically a really cheap, like, ooh, let's kill the boss faster. And then if you don't want any of those, you can always give out a free smile. You can always have the store clerk give you a free smile. This mode, I may have to resort to using tokens if I am stuck, but I know for a fact for the first boss of the game, I will not be stuck because the first boss is stupidly easy. Why does I take like maybe 30 minutes? Speaking of 30 minutes, there are 30 seconds to beat the boss. Beating this boss is not hard. Basically, you just gotta keep pressing B to it. You can also ignore her minions because, well, I can't ignore them right there. Damn it! And if you run out of time, well, it's very simple. You just you pretty much lose right there. But I did that in 17 seconds and boomed. Game over. It's a clear. By beating World 1, the very first world in Wario Land 4, we also get this little cutscene of a thing in GBA fashion. The screen shakes as the pyramid emerges from the center. And we unlock four new worlds. One thing I also wanted to show you is, by beating a boss, we also get a gigantic red X across the portrait, and we can no longer enter it. Not like you would want to refight the boss anyway. Minigame shop. I have enough time. Let's display Wario's Roulette because that one should take a lot of time. This is also my favorite out of the rest. Object of this minigame is to basically unlock other, just basically pick the right Wario faces that you get from that screen, and boom, just match them together. Every 3 points gets you a frog token. Again, very simple. Most of the minigames are pretty simple, to be honest. I'm same face again? Okay. It's mostly. I'm gonna showcase all the mini games eventually. Eventually, I already showcased 2 of them. What are you talking about? I'm gonna showcase all the mini games. Maybe 2 of them in this video, and then in the next world, I'll probably just showcase the other one that I haven't showcased. It's pivotal that I show these mini games. It's pivotal in the world of Wario Land to show these mini games. Also, I totally forgot his other facial features. Fuck. It was the gigantic Wario smile, I just realized that. Oh shoot, it also costs 5,000, so I just realized, after you clear World 1, it costs 5,000 to play a minigame. Before you beat the boss, you pay 2,000, so I guess I already screwed up that aspect. Not that it mattered anyway, because I only wanted to show, like, maybe a couple video games, minigames, before I progress further on. Here we get all the worlds. We get all the worlds unlocked. We have Emerald Passage. We have the Sapphire Passage, Topaz Passage, and Ruby Passage. All the passage names except World 1 are named after gems, in case you didn't realize. We also have the Sound Room. But as you see, there is nothing here, so there's no purpose to this one. I already explained the mechanic of in the first world, where we have to obtain CDs to unlock, like, certain sounds that you want to listen to in the sound room. And some of the sounds are okay, but they're not entirely impressive or really noteworthy. Anyways, we completed World 1, all in, like, maybe 15 minutes. We're gonna stop it right here, so next time on Wario Land 4, we continue on to the Emerald Passage. That is the next world we'll be going to. See you guys next time.